Hello, hello, hello. How we doing today? Oh, that doesn't go there. Crafting, crafting, crafting. So much fun crafting parts and allium and, you know, all that jazz. I think I'm gonna... So today we're just messing around, gonna work on plating. I'm gonna focus on just this one interior section since there's 6 of them. If I can sort out one, then I can figure out the rest of them, or I can bribe people into helping me copy it. One or the other. So each one of these little doors, both above and below the build zone there, will be its own little hangar, docking bay we're going to call it. So there will be a partition, a floor in here to land on. We'll use walkways, I think. That way we can get some nice, those square line, the painted lines that are on the walkways. So that's going to be planned for today. Yeah, these bays are only going to be for little ships. I mean, it's a cap ship. I guess at a minimum, all you need is a single hangar and a place to start your fast travel. So the rest of it's all just gravy. So we're gonna play with the gravy today, and then once I get the plating in, I'll start framing it. But I'm not gonna frame until I have I'm not gonna frame until I get it all plated. That way I can do a minimum amount of framing, and we'll work kind of... I'm gonna put a central core of beams tying the thrusters. They'll run right above this hangar and all the way to the front. So that will be a single layer that's connected front to back, no separations, so that we can keep a nice valid frame when we're warping, fast traveling, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll branch, everything will branch all off of that center. I'm going to call it a conduit, even though there's a thing, that central beam setup, so that everything is symmetrical and everything is joined nice and neat. But we're going to do the frame or the plating first, so we can kind of minimize the amount of beaming that is necessary. The less beams, the better. But today's job, we're just going to look at one of these bays to start with, see if we can get it decorated to look like a little hangar entrance. Try and hide the hangar hall borders, and then get a floor in here as well. The floor might need to be up a little bit, because if I put the hangar... Let's see if I have one. I know I do. I don't have... I think Vega took down some of this hall. So there's some pieces. I don't have all the pieces I need. Like, I only have one corner. So I'm thinking if we got to keep the corner in the zone, so it essentially has to go... let's take these down. It essentially has to go here. I want it below the floor, though. That's kind of where it has to go. So the floor will have to be above this point, which is fine. That way we have a room for... If we put a beam here, this will sit on it, and the next ones will be under it. And then that'll give us room to put beams on the outside. Yep. Yep, deleting stuff that doesn't need deleted. Is your cap ship still happy, Sasquatch? So if there's gonna be... Let's find some walkways. Let's find some walkways. Hey, Vega. Let's find some... We can use station modules, right? Walkways. Pre-made walkway. Flat. What is this one? Currently happy, but I had a full zone disconnect, so... We'll build one of those. I don't know what that looks like, and we'll build one of these. And I assume those are longer. Well, I imagine you'll have some zone disconnects for a little while until you I'm not sure I like the blue. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the blue. Alright, so we need to find a corner though. Zone, walkway turn outside A. Walkway turn inside A. That's a half. This is a long one, I'm assuming. Alright, let's start with this. So, Vega, we're working on one of these. I'm going to start working on plating one of these hangar halls. So we're going to figure out the floor. We're going to make sure we can run the hangar across. Oh, there's Vega. That's perfect. Can you start putting this hangar together? I think you have a bunch of the pieces. So can you run hangar hall pieces that direction for me? You should have the pieces still. How big? Well, don't worry about connecting it. Just run it about halfway this direction. And then run it all the way along the front, just one block from the corner. So, along the opening. I can't get it any closer than that. Which means if I want to hide it, I'll have to put the wall in a little closer. Which is certainly not the end of the world. Let's build a couple of these, see how big they are. I bet I can't put it there because Vega's big head is in the way. Yep. Vega's big head is in the way there. Alright. So the idea is to hide the actual hangar hall pieces, but still have it as a hangar hall. So, we'll see how this works. Yeah, that's the idea, is to hide as much as we can. It obviously won't always be available. This hangar hall here is designed for the big ships, and you descend out of the bottom. I've actually tried it a few times. It's pretty cool to get in your ship and then use your strafe down to get out. Alright, we're going to need more of these. We need a lot more of these. These will also bump up my weight quite a bit, I'm sure. The kilovoxel volume. Did I just steal? I just stole his piece. Did I put it back or you need something else? Let's see. We're gonna put a... I need another corner. Hold on. Let me put a corner on there. Yep. Now your corner should go on the outside of that. It's not leaving the ship anyways? What's not leaving the ship anyways? The walkway corner? Yeah, it's certainly not leaving the ship. Alright, so that, and then, yep, we'll go up, and we've got to leave enough room up here to decorate. Yep, you should be able to go right, yeah, put a corner on the inside where this last beam was. Can you put a corner there? That'll let me have room to, yeah. No, I think you were right. Hold on, Vega. Nope, that should be fine. I'll be able to decorate behind that. That's good. Nope, stop. You're good, you're good. I have a whole bunch of these. I don't have any more corners though. You must have snagged all the corners. Yep, there we go. Alright, so if we got that, that'll be a lot to fill in, but that's okay. So we will then each get off station, go back to capital ships, single parts. I have a couple of these guys and a bunch of these guys, so we need... Put your hand down. Alright, number 3. If I do it like this and fall down in that hole. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I need to go up 1. 3. It's like this. And then we rotate it this direction. That doesn't look right. That's definitely not right. Something's off a little bit. There, I was just off a little bit. That was weird. Let's put one of these in there. That'll probably fix the... Yeah, that's the problem. Hello, Django. How are you today? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Equals... Yeah, you gotta have it... Where'd my thing go? Oh, did I only have one there? That's right. You can't say no to just a little bit of jank. I don't like janky. Hurts my insides when I see stuff that's real sketchy. Alright, we're not going to go very far with that because I didn't build enough of those pieces. Especially if we just need to see how it looks here to begin with. Two surfacers at once? Starting to get a little greedy, Django. Getting a little bit greedy. Dirty human found a beautiful crater somewhere that has all the good ores in it. It had leucium, ymrium, xalium, cuatonium, and carnite all in one crater. It was fantastic. I can't imagine the lag. Yeah, I can't imagine the lag that two surfacers creates. That just seems astonishing to me how much that would be. Alright, so I'm not disappointed with that part. And then we're going to put some panels underneath these. So I've got... Is it these panels? No. No, not those panels. These panels. We're going to run these panels. This way. Yes. Up this side so it looks continuous. That's offset a little bit. I should fix that. Hey, A-Dub, how are you today? Yeah, we'll line these up with these. And then we'll keep going this way. So that'll be an unbroken line, top to bottom. And then we're going to try and do something a little more creative on this cross part. Being that we're going to have two rows, and if we match that on the underside, yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of a pattern if I can. Which one is this? Is this one I have a lot of? No. I don't have a lot. I didn't build a bunch of any of them. Alright. So, which one is in my hand? That one. This one. Let's make 10 of these. I want to try mixing a bunch of them up a little bit. To see if we can make some sort of an appealing pattern. You mined 700 Zallium last night, was pleased. And I'm good, man. I'm good, A-Dub. I did, I've done about 400, but I've also gotten a load of Lucium and some other stuff at the same time. I wouldn't do a hanger, but pick a, like if you want to try decorating one of the back sections, one of these, because I want all the hangers to be the same, so I don't want to do one and then, why is that back part crooked? It might not be, but if you want to do either like one of the saddlebaggy things on the front or that back section that's different, you can try decorating anything else you want. But we don't both need to do this thing at the same time, otherwise we'll end up with two results. Trying to avoid that part. Let's see. Where's mine? There it is. Why? Since when do those float in space? There's usually no collision on these things. Did I not have build mode on? Maybe that was the problem. Yeah, all these parts are allium. Oh, I dropped out of build mode when I got too far out there. That was the problem. That's the problem with decorating on the outside of this. If I drift out the safe zone there, then build mode turns off. These are single part plates. The walkways are not, but these particular ones are all just a single part. Yeah, the walkways are long, but they're like bunches of parts all together. So we're gonna do a few of these in a row. If I drift out too far, then I think I'm just gonna move these to the outside. This part takes forever. Oh, and I'm just deleting all sorts of stuff. Am I close enough to see this? The word "this" is what's catching me. What am I looking for, Mazra? I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I was staying away from devices at this point, Vega, because I don't have any idea what I'm going to require. But the engine room was, yeah, was going to be that entire back section. So the hexagon is going to be all the thruster.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
Uh,
Yeah, so the hexagon was going to be all the thrusters and nothing else. And then the room, that big space in front of it, I was going to put all the devices in there. So they were all kind of in the same two zones next to each other. So if you want to...
yeah.
So I'm only
Can
worried
do.
about the shell, the outside at this point. I wouldn't put anything inside. No. So I'm just working on getting the outside covered. Getting it... That's the next step for me anyways. I'm not worried about the inside until I gets the beaming figured out.
Let's see. So let's think about it. I think you want to probably do the bridge, right?
Oh, I don't have any preference at all. You're welcome if you want to try one of those side parts we put on yesterday.
Oh, one of the yeah.
Whatever those things are.
Seems like it's just like, it's not quite a fighter strap to it, but it's getting
Sort of, yeah. That's what it looks like, kind of like a gun. I'm with you. Oh, I keep deleting blocks from the other side.
Exterior decoration, you say?
Yeah, I'm working on the outside first, because then plating will be next, or not plating, framing.
Framing.
Yep. So I don't want to do the inside because that's going to make framing very difficult.
Where's my suit when I need it?
So let's see.
Do I have a... No, of course I don't. It's gonna just slap a hanger now because would have been faster than actually doing it the other way.
Do you need allium or something?
Yeah, I still have loads.
Okay. Good.
And you want me to do it with thin plates, right?
Yeah, the idea is to do it with as few objects as possible. So yeah, use the thin plates where you can. I mean, you can't everywhere. There are places where it's just way more convenient to use a decorative block, which...
Just think thin plates are a little fiddly.
Yeah, thin plates are fiddly. That's a good way to put it. A-Dub says, I always found decorating pointless, as with the loading rubbish system, it might look best.
Actually, we will need to test it. Thin plates LOD just fine, right?
I mean, my entire other ship is thin plates.
I guess.
Yeah, it better work because my entire other ship is that way.
Okay.
So let's see. If I'm going to do this, can we move this down like a half a block? And then put something above that? Oh, I think that's what's gonna happen. I really wish I could get this green haze of the build zone border to go away. So, I hate the build zone border. So we're gonna do like that. And now we're gonna put our two screens. One.
So getting this part.
And then we're gonna put a bunch of these ones.
I still hate that they did it this way, where it's like the small.
Why don't you go ahead and stream your things, and then I'll keep an eye on. That way I can see what you're. Not that I'm gonna moderate what you're doing. I'm just. At some point you'll ask me a question. I won't have any idea what you're doing. at some point you're gonna ask me something. Alright, that looks good. Can I move this around? I can only move it around there. Alright, so that's going to be the center, and then there's going to be a half a block gap, and then I copy this on the bottom half. With these like boot things again. They go like this. Three. So like, come on, like that, and then like this, I think. Yep. It's one of these that goes in there. One of those goes in there, which I don't have another one of those.
That would have almost fit.
Yeah, this whole process is just put some plates up, step back, look at them, take the plates down, move them around, do the hokey pokey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that the decorating is semi-pointless. Like, I 100% agree that it's semi-pointless. So these ones we're gonna actually take off. I'm gonna turn the build mode back on. But I'm doing it anyways, just on the chance that Frozen Bite someday fixes that. I'm pushing all sorts of the wrong buttons. You know what? I'm not disappointed with the way that looks. Let's grab some more of these.
God,
Come on.
That's gonna be a mess.
What's gonna be a mess?
My HUD.
Oh, your HUD. Yeah. I've given up on that. I'm just taking stuff. You can't work around it. It's just a disaster. That's all there is to it. It's just going to be a disaster. Which way do these go? Like this. Sorry for all the whipping the camera around, but it's kind of the nature of doing this stuff.
Actually, yes, if I put it the other way.
So I'm not disappointed with that, and I think I can hide a light in each one of these, and it'll come through those grates. So let's see if we can find some plates. How big do you think those plates are? That's 432. Let's start with 216. I've never been to Kumi. That's one of the moons on the list of places to go, but I've not been there yet. Is that too
Apparently,
big?
it has good ores.
That's too big. H. So 216 is too big.
Sorry. Before the allowance, my scroll rules.
H. 216 is too big. Those are even bigger. This belt is sparse, but targium is needed for for thallium alloy. 108. Let's try a 108 block. Is that the right size? Oh, it is. Which? If I line it up behind those, that'll give a little bit of... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's make a bunch of these.
Wait, they're...
Oh, that's not the way I want to stack them. This way.
He even made, like, when I neatly organized thing at night.
No, that's not the right place. I'm not... Am I flat against that? I think so. What about these are not flat against them? What did I do different? It's probably just because of the that's gonna be a frame, so I need to bring these out just a tiny bit. They need to sit right on the edge, yeah, on the edge of that. So they're flush with those. Now we're flush this way. And if we just look at that corner, and if you squint just right, what do we think? See,
Yeah.
I like that.
Does the plate I need actually not exist?
What plate do you need? Sometimes you have to use plates that are smaller and stack them up.
Oh god, no.
I like it. Alright, let me find some lights.
Hmm.
Do they call them lamps or lights? Lamp module smart casual. Alright, let's make one of those. And we'll try one of these ones. I have used these ones before. I'm not sure I've used the smart casual light. It's such a weird thing to call it. Smart casual.
I have to place down one plate in that. Reason I prefer the other style of plate more.
Let's try the other light in there and see which one we like better. Like that. See what the outside looks like with the lights on. I need it to be nighttime. I don't think there's any difference between those two things. We'll have to see. Let's wait till it gets a little darker before we see if there's any difference in those two lights.
It's,
Yeah.
of course, an impossible corner.
There's going to be a lot of impossible corners, actually. just get used to winging it. All right. I'm proud of that.
I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna do it. It's like either I do a thing I did on my capture where it's like just stepped all the way down.
Alright, if I just continue that across. Yeah, this one well, it all depends on if I can get a plate behind it. I kind of look how these plates have melded in with these vents, and it's so smooth. Yeah, well, I think I can also, if I paint, like, let's see. Where's my paint gun? I have one. Paint tool. It's got orange paint in it, which orange is the worst color. Like, it actually hurts your eyes. Oh, don't paint that part. If I paint the inside of this thing, unpaint that. And unpaint that. But if I paint that orange in there, it might, yeah. Well, there's like 6 colors of orange depending on what you're painting. Which is super frustrating that I can't put 2 blocks next to each other or paint them both the same color. Because like, this stuff that's these thin plates is okay, but well, that one's alright, but sometimes the blocks are like, if the sun shines on it, it's a terrible orange color. It's almost blinding. So I don't mind it on these single plates, but on normal blocks it's fairly awful. But
Wait,
with those hiding under there, I think it's okay. I somehow got that little accent orange, which I like.
you can actually with scroll wheel select which layer you want to paint, I think.
Yeah, you can, but you don't always know what layer is doing what. Like, these don't, even though they have 2 colors, gray and white, some of the panels don't do anything when you paint the second color. It's a little frustrating. But it looks like these guys get a little orange, or they naturally have that little orange tab. They must naturally have that little piece of orange, because I don't think I painted all of these. Yeah, they must naturally have that tiny touch of orange in them. Yeah, must be. Whatever. Alright, so let's work our way up the outside and get one of these completely enclosed and get this middle section done, which is just going to take... Let's put my tool... Put the tool away. What a fun project, and this ship will take a month or more. Well, I was expecting it to take absolutely forever, so a month is very optimistic. I was expecting just a few days short of never. But it is going faster than originally expected, but that was just with the wireframing. Took me a few weeks. Now I have done the wireframing, I think three times, maybe 4. I've taken it down and put it back up. We're gonna need at least 100 more of those. So hopefully I can set this up where I just drag this stuff across mostly.
Actually, wait, that was the... Darn it, that was actually correct.
This is like the worst part of Minecraft. The repetitive building.
Oh wait, that's not the...
Alright, I'm gonna need loads and loads of different stuff. H. That means I'm gonna need 100 of these, and I'm gonna need a bunch of these, and I'm gonna need a bunch of these. That's 50's not gonna be it. Alright, so
Who did this?
and I might
Is it actually...
go ahead. I watched a sci-fi shipbuilder documentary that talked about Star Wars ships, and I also think the rule was no 2 parts near each other could have similar textures. 2 but not 3, right? So that there's just constant variations in it, and I will most likely come back and take a lot of the... add more variation. It's one of those things like you need to get something started so you can actually take them back out. Complete it as a Christmas present. Yeah, it feels like that sometime. Hello, Dirty. I spent another hour in that moon, or in that crater. That's a crazy, crazy crater. I just left the surfacer down there. If you link your endo to the reconstruction machine that's in it, you can save yourself the journey. I'm gonna leave my alt character down there, so I don't have to run around until I do a big haul.
Look at that ship. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that.
Come on, build faster. Let me, I'm gonna expand.
Giving it all she's got.
Pop outs. Can I make that bigger? I need more screens. So I was having terrible lag yesterday when doing some surface mining, and then I pulled up all the performance metrics of my computer, and Starbase doesn't even use half my CPU, or GPU, or my internet, or my RAM, and it still runs like shit. So I'm trying to figure out where the lag is coming from. But it's certainly not locally. I mean, my computer's sitting at idle half the time, and there's still a load of lag.
Oh god, I just figured out how to do it.
Like, Django's running 2 surfacers. But I mean, the lag on that has to be absolutely horrific. Like, single frame per second. It's... Is it server lag, though? I thought everything was done locally.
Yeah, there's some server stuff.
But I wouldn't think in crater mining.
I don't know.
I don't either. But
PowerPoint, how does this kind of angle transition look?
alright, give me 1 second, I'll bring it up. I'm clicking and sliding and I don't want to stop. Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's when the scissors do the thing in wrapping paper.
Alright, I see what you're doing. Let me full screen it. Oh, I see.
I gave up on finding a triangle plate, so that's the next best thing I could do.
Yeah, it can look... Yeah, I don't mind that. As long as it's all consistent down along the way. You know, is it...
Because
Yeah, does it snap evenly each way? It's hard to tell.
yes.
Yeah. So. Yeah, then all good for me.
But I can't snap it in between the two.
Yeah, sometimes with snapping though, it like lets you turn it 4 degrees and you're like, what is going on? It doesn't actually snap correctly.
It tries to snap somehow.
Yeah, but it makes up its own rules sometimes. Also, you'll get, so if you run a big string of them, you'll realize that you're crooked. Like, how did that happen? I snapped the first one in place. It happens more with plates than with blocks.
Wait, I never had issues with.
Oh really? Oh yeah. If you run a big string of single thin plates, then they can be off a tiny bit, and you're touching at the beginning and at the end of the string, you're half a block away. But it doesn't happen often, but it certainly does happen. Alright, you go there.
Wait, is that marking the end of something important?
No, it's just the shape. Any of the framing that here is just, don't take it out too much, because we know there's transitions and stuff, but no, it's not marking anything important.
Okay.
I think it has to do with CPU, IPC, instructions per cycle, not CPU usage. Now, okay, I get you. But is there any way to improve that? I mean, does a newer CPU or a faster CPU really make a difference in that situation? I mean, my CPU isn't bad. It's a few years old, but it was decent at the time. They used loads of servers for this game. They ran faster for a while after maintenance.
The moon mining is probably just some file. It always has to say, okay, that got changed. That's what keeps breaking occasionally.
Well, I think it has to do with the collectors. If you turn the collectors off, the lag is just gone. Lag's just gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah, it's fine. No collectors, everything's great. You turn your collectors on.
That
Garbage.
board of the is now ribbed for her. I'm not saying it.
We're gonna call it scaled. It's a overlapping plate segment for her.
Exactly.
Alright. Oh, I gotta turn this one over. Wait. Why don't you want to snap there? Oh, I'm out of them. It's not that it doesn't want to snap, I don't have any in my inventory. Alright, now these two can go away and they get replaced with two of these.
Actually, darn it, I'm gonna do the bottom end of that.
Oh, I keep sliding out. Yeah, so in the surface mining, if you turn off the collectors, your lag is non-existent. But with collectors on, you know, with I don't know how many collectors that the surfacer has, but it's a lot. When they run, also there's supposedly a way to be able to pulse your collectors in order to generate less lag. I don't think the surfacer uses that. But I also don't know. I think if Damage were here, which he's been missing in action for the last couple of days. Laser length too, yeah. For sure, laser length. But I also think the laser length just has to do with the amount of ore that the collectors are moving. So like if you have a long laser length, you're just displacing more of the, I'm gonna call it soil, but whatever the surface of the moon is. Alright, what do we think about... Nope, it uses a straight pipe collector. Yeah, Damage always tells us about pulsing the collectors. It's like 0.8 of a second on and 0.2 of a second off, or vice versa. I don't know which one it is. I've never tried it. I just know that he claims it creates about half as much lag, but I don't know.
Is there a plate that's half as thick as the...
Yeah, there are lots. Most of the sizes and half sizes are in a plate somewhere.
Yes, but I need half of 108.
108 is the smaller
That should
one.
be 54.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a 54. Oh yeah, there's like the little rod things. You stack up the little ones. There's 12s.
That's inefficient.
Well, but it is what it is. There's a 108 is the smallest, except for there's a 24, and there's 12s. Everything else is bigger than that.
See why I don't like doing it with plating.
Oh, it's way harder. No question. Way harder.
You know, my favorite hobby is just complaining.
Yeah, you would get along with my kids.
And the YouTube comment section.
My kids like to bitch about everything. We need a bunch of these straight ones. Let's make 20 of these. Or just to break up this surface. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. With some variations on paint, this will be not so bad either. If I can catch Albranium, he's been, if you guys have been keeping an eye on the ship, what do they call it? The ship creator page in the official Discord, he's been showing images of a ring miner he's making that uses robot arms.
Neat.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Not to mention it's got that Duratech look to it, so it's it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, now that sucks because it's not we're gonna have to, it's not even all the way across, so Shazbot. We have to figure out where the center is. Where is the center? How many did we got?
It wants
A lot.
62 plate. That doesn't exist.
You gotta make everything out of 12s. That's the...
I don't think that will work with the object limit.
I mean, most of these are gonna be... all of the objects are gonna be on the outside of the frame. Like, there's nothing inside.
Well, there's a first issue. Like, that sounds terrible.
10, 11. So we gotta... oh, I'm not in build mode. Build mode?
Actually, if we make a taper at the same slope from the bottom up, we don't need to stack all these plates.
You'd make it the same taper.
You know, when top and bottom is basically the same, that it could work. Or I'll just build it down and figure out a way to hide it.
It's just a ton of trial and error, that's all it is. I don't know. Unless I were standing right there plugging in pieces, I have no idea.
Yeah.
That is 3, that's 6. Nope. Nope.
And I'd much rather be in the SSC right now.
This is like the SSC for great big ships.
Yes, but the issue is I can't scroll and hit W to go faster.
Nope.
I was about to say the game, there's no way the game lets me do that, and that is because there isn't.
There isn't what?
A way the game lets me do that.
No.
I will have to figure out how to do glitch plating at one point. Hopefully that exists.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's gonna be a slight corner that's gonna be open on all of. What? That's a future problem.
That's a problem for tomorrow, me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's 5. Come on, let me have build mode back. Oh, not that one. We leave that one behind. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 5th one. Oh, the creative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between these two. We need a grate and a grate, and then another one of these things. Now we back up and we take a peek. There's a little bit of variation along there, that's good. Let's see what the see, I don't think the build limits are really a big thing just yet.
I mean, decorated plates will cost a bit. Get you there a hell of a lot faster than just normal cubes.
Well, cubes are worth decorative. Well, it depends. Decorative plates only use one object.
No, I mean the decorative. I guess decorative cubes.
Oh, they do take up a bunch, don't they?
Yeah, there's one stream that quit and had like redos his massive captures because of that.
Yeah, the limit is definitely a pain in the ass for sure. But the vast majority of these ships are hollow, or the vast majority of these build zones are hollow, and it's just a shell on the outside, so we should have less issues with plating than with the device numbers. Not device, objects. We're talking about objects.
Okay, finally that stuff's done.
Well, I'm happy with the way that looks. Jungle says my PC uses a Ryzen 5 3400G, 32 gig of RAM, and a GTX 1070 with 8 gig. So my machine is just one step in each one of those, Django. I have a Ryzen 7 3700. I have 64 gig of RAM, and I have an RTX 2070 Super. So my machine's very similar to yours, just slightly newer. But and it's not the lag is weird. Like I'll be at 40 frames a second and you're doing just fine, and then I'll be down to like 8 frames a second. And I have a 1,000 megabyte, a gigabyte Ethernet service. So I shouldn't run into issues there, but I just get so much freaking lag. It's crazy. All right, I'm actually quite pleased with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some artistic liberty. Actually, no, it actually has to stop there. I'll take some artistic liberty probably somewhere.
Oh yeah,
so I don't have to place all these tiny plates there. It's just hidden behind some greebling. That's as common. That's for me a common ship plating technique.
Alright, so I'm good with that. Let's work our way upwards.
Actually, do you need windows anywhere in this ship?
Well, otherwise it's going to be a hell of a dark inside.
Got that.
Because the lights are awful. So lights are not the solution.
I think I know how... Yeah, I think I know. I'm gonna do the window. Do I have glass? I do not.
Alright, hold on a second. I'll see what I've got.
So I think yeah, because if I do some window stuff, I might actually even be able to hide the plating seam.
Inventory, you need glass. I don't have any in here. I'll have to run over to the other capital ship and get it. Give me a minute. I'll get you your glass. Got a slow boat over to the Badger.
I think actually I need to get receipts. So I got the suit out because I actually got tired of.
Here, you guys can watch Vega well. Not that one. Let's see. Return tab. You gonna let me see it?
Odd.
Yeah, it kicked me out. That's interesting. Sort of kicked me out.
Dunk.
Come on, let me see it. There's Vega.
Yes.
I don't want full screen. I just want like theater mode. Guess there's not really one.
It's also very zoomed in.
Oh, compared to what you see?
I look at your stream, it looks very zoomed in, yeah.
Wonder why. I did. I moved the other. I moved the moon base over. I didn't have any more. It's still there, technically. You could probably claim it, but I don't have any more slots. Not to mention that this crater was way better than the other crater in like every aspect. Oh, did you have stuff in it? Oh, damn it. I don't know if I don't think I had anything in it. Did I screw you, Dirty, by deleting that? I thought I asked you about that this morning. If you click down arrow to hide chatters, then you can go full screen. If I click down arrow, I don't want to share. Options. Like that? Yeah, that's better. The only reason you're watching him is because all I'm doing is running over to the ship to grab some glass. There's nothing exciting to see me slow boating. I gotta figure out where my other ship is. I'm always losing it.
Ah, shit, that was...
Oh, it's over there. Over there. No, you're good. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry if
right.
you lost anything. I just got rid of it because this crater was so much, but there was nothing we were going to get out of that crater that wasn't in this one, except like cherodium. It's the little carrot menu under the screen. Alright, let me see if I can... Let me get parked in here first without crashing.
So I was so frantically pressing the buttons just because I never bothered to actually remember the correct binds.
Yeah, I don't see
So I just did the buttons until I have the correct menu open. It's 2 and 6.
You just curious if you should move that ship over to the new one?
You...
Oh, did you leave a ship over there? I didn't see any ships over there. Oh, thanks, Sasquatch. There's no glass in here. There's glass.
It's not that urgent, it's just curious.
Yeah, but I had glass somewhere. I mean, I had glass someplace. I mean, I just need to make it. That's not a big deal either. Let me put some glass in the cooker. Oh, I picked it up. It's I got it back up there. It's just in my capital ship. Yeah. Yeah, I flew them. I flew it all back up. So there's no ships left down there. Yeah. It was actually pretty convenient. I used the recon machine that was in the surfacer. Alright, let's see if we can find some glass. H alloy crafting. Glass. I can make 18 glass with what I've got on hand. What is this shorting? Agitite. I'm sure there's loads of that somewhere. Inventory. We need agesium, agitite, and sertrite. H. Agesium. Inventory. U-tool. That thing. Now inventory again. Alright, we'll move 20 over. Same agitite. Oh, that's the problem. I only have 12 agitite. I don't know what it is. See-through glass. I mean, most glass is one way, right? How do you get... Is there panels that go both ways, or do you have to do like thin ones from both sides, the shallow ones from both sides? Each inventory. Oh, now I can make a bunch of glass. Here, we'll craft 50 glass in the ship. There we go. Whenever you want glass, it's going to be it's in the badger up here. It's doing its thing. It's a slow cook, but you can build ship glass plates.
It's sweet, got it.
And easy build them onto the cap ship. So I can put, let me look here. You're talking about ship parts, windows. You're talking about these window plates here that are for a normal ship, not a cap ship, and you can easy build them into a cap ship.
It's still showing my ice stream.
Oh. Yeah, it is. Alright, so you can easy build these normal ship part glass and easy build them onto the ship parts plates. Or your window plates, yeah, window plates. I see. These guys you can put on there.
Some plates.
There's some crazy glass plates there too. That's interesting. That's good to know.
Look, that's how I'm hiding all the plate nonsense behind it. Isn't that pretty convenient?
Alright. Are you not able to use the crafting bench that's on the...
You flew it away.
Oh, so you had to put one down. Gotcha. Build mode. Come on, give me build mode. Build mode. Mostly I just use flat glass, but yes, you can make plates. 12cm frame, make pretty glass plates. Interesting. I did not know that you could mix ship parts on here. Can you easy build pretty much any parts on there, or is it just glass? Ships, single parts. Make sure it's the right one. Oh, I don't think I can do anything.
Pretty sure it's any part. You can even print one with a decal, plate with a decal, put it in your inventory, and then place it down and have a plate with a decal on it, but on the cap ship.
Interesting. That's how you make your maps.
Yes, that's interesting.
Oh, I see. The table must not be down far enough to be in the safe zone. My butt's sticking up in the air. I gotta bring the butt down.
Dude,
there's not.
I'm gonna use some regular plates still because I like keeping my sanity. Which sounds unlikely considering that I used easy build. No, I used SSC.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of person to do that. Guys are all
well, you see in the
nuts.
SSC at least I have the snap tool.
Yeah, that's a problem in the out here.
Probably gonna forget that.
We'll put those up there. We have a few more of these. We are gonna need one of these in this corner. Where are we at? Man. This means we gotta get rid of that. I wanna do one of those maps Yeah, the maps are pretty awesome. He showed me this like list of all the destination he has, of all the different moons, and like a place to snap the chips on. I also really want one of those, because I hate managing chips. I wish you could put chips in memory relays, so you could label them with progress bars. And that would, I mean, dev-wise, that would probably be extremely easy to just, give the chip permission to go to snap into a memory relay. It's the right size, it's the right shape, it actually should fit in there.
It doesn't, they're thicker.
I don't know. But they're like a memory chip. They're like, yeah, one of those what do they call them? Are they memory chips?
Yes, memory chips.
Yeah, they're as thick as one of those and they fit in there.
Memory chips are thinner, I think.
Well, memory chips are thicker than a YOLO chip is, for sure.
But thinner than a nav chip.
Yeah, that I don't know. That I don't.
I think they have the same hitbox as the old chip.
And then we do a whole bunch of these ones. Or do we do these different? No, I think we should do these the same. Snap these this way. Just realized that these have a direction, and I'm probably gonna have to turn a bunch of them over at some point, so they alternate or have some sort of a pattern to them. Because right now they all go left to right, and they all have that variation in them. So
actually, that doesn't even look half bad.
Nope, and once we start gluing some junk on the outside of it so it's not flat, layering some stuff on it, it'll look nice. Alright, I'm gonna back up here and take a look at everything, see how it's looking. Yeah, the bottom's definitely better. That's too busy up there. Too busy. So I'm gonna need to do a plate across there and then something different, because that's too busy. The bottom, I like this though. This looks good to me. This part up here I do not like. We're gonna need a bunch more of these things. Requires a crafting bench. Oh, I gotta be inside this, and then I should have access to a crafting bench. Where's the Where's the ship? Did it despawn? My badger's missing. It must have despawned. Well, that's weird. Because it's not anywhere near a hangar. I love that little exo mech of yours. I wonder if you could fire an assault rifle from it, you know, a FPS gun. Can you maneuver and shoot at the same time? It says it's active. Where is it? Did I lose it? Oh, right. What in the Sam Hill? Alright, that was weird, because the ship was not there. And now it is. Like, I knew where I parked it. But it was gone. Man. That's why I always park in the same place at the restaurant, or the bank, or the mall. I never have to look for my car. But it was not there. Also because it wasn't letting me use the crafting table. I know it wasn't there. Because now the crafting table's fine. Nope, that's not in build mode. Build mode? There we go. As I drift in and out of the build area here, it keeps turning build mode on and off. Yeah, just hit the alarm on the key fob. I just park in the same place every time, and I never lose it. But I don't like these up here. Not at all. Trying to delete these plates without deleting the blocks that are behind them. A lot of these blocks are going to get replaced with frames, but until then, I'm trying to keep them in place so I don't miss out on the keeping the shape of everything.
Just
Say again?
what do you think about the side part here? I played it so far.
It looks good so far.
About the next portal.
So let's see. It was too busy with that was there, so
Plating modules.
I definitely want a smooth bit of plating here.
There are bigger not my caption.
Yeah, I don't know what else you can do other than the stepping. So, I mean, the top looks fine. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm looking at Vega's screen and not my own.
I mean, it looks fun once it's an LED, I guess. Yeah, it actually looks perfect while an LED.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you can put regular overlap the next layer of plates and you won't see the bottom edge. You know, if you angle plates along there but stack them, you won't see that bottom sawtooth edge.
That's what I'm doing here.
Yep, that's what I... Alright, so that's better. And then we can add a few...
Putting glass here.
We're gonna do...
Still have no clue what we're gonna put here, but you know.
2, 3, 4...
As you can only put so many ship hangers in a ship.
Yeah, but how many is that?
Well, no, it's not limited. It's just at some point it just doesn't make sense to have more.
Oh, well, it never makes sense to have more than one, but it's... you only ever need one.
It does make sense to have more than one. Like Bowers Buxton Highlander, he has two tiny hangers at the front, at the back, at the bottom of his ship. He has just one ship that he can spawn, either full reverse, full forwards, you know, like a rail car, sort of, and fly along the length of it there. Because, you know, walking kilometers sucks.
Oh yeah, when you've got to refill it, it's going to be awful. So running from the front to back to put gas in it, it's going to...
No, just to work on it as well, but yeah. So he built himself this little car that does the thing.
Yeah, I think that's a smart idea, H. I like those ones there.
I mean, technically, you could even build it in this cap ship.
Oh yeah, we got lots of space.
You know, just have like one clear, defined corridor back to front,
Let's fix...
one minimum-sized hangar, and then spawn a ship there.
Yep, that's the. I think that's a smart idea. Let's turn these over. That's not how that goes.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot that I'm not in here.
Goes this way. Like so.
Does the cafeteria make sense behind here? Real?
Cafeteria.
I'm just thinking of stuff to put here.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy space. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy space.
Stuff it full with thrusters and just not have it accessible.
Yeah, I mean,
good...
some of it's going to be blocked off. Not every square inch is going to be used on the inside. There's just not. There's just no way. So you.
But yeah, as far as I've seen, the reference image, the back of these pods here is actually connected to the main structure.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. I think it's connected at the side. I don't think it's connected in the back.
The image isn't super clear, but we could connect it to the back. You know, for these little elevator car kind of thingies. Would be fun, right?
What, to put the rail car in it?
Yeah, sort of an elevator.
Oh, an elevator.
It's an elevator, but it goes sideways.
Like a moving walkway, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it would have like a few rangefinders on the side to figure out which floor it's on, and you press the button for the floor that automatically flies you there.
Alright, we're gonna...
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be nice to have it automatically fly you to the other end of the ship. Yeah, just put a tube big enough for the ship to range find its way down.
It's not to range find its way down, it would use actually like, you know, some way to actually encode data while flying along it, roll DTS, everything.
That's above my, Let's see, someone pushed a cart corral against my car recently. Walked out of TJE store and all the carts and corral were on your car. A 6-foot scuff down the side. I think there's an IKEA there somewhere.
Huh. But yeah, being an elevator sounds actually very fun.
Oh, see, I need to do that on this, and I need those double. Yeah, it might actually be fun.
And then imagine two enders spawning them, and then both wanting to go to the exact opposite end, and they just crash.
Yeah, luckily it would be in the safe zone, but it would be a mess nonetheless.
Yeah. Like. Unless you, of course, just had one on the ship, but like, why?
So this
also seems silly.
2 of these.
Still, just place it down, spawn it. Zoom, zoom. Just complete full send, you know?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're in the safe zone, why not?
It's YOLO, it knows exactly what to do.
Well, in theory.
Want to say the input's more precise than you can, but you know how it is.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be more precise than I am, because I'm terrible.
It's like, starts in like 1 second to 150, gets to the end, and then full on the brakes again.
Well, I don't dislike that at all. I like it. I like it, I like it.
So that's let's see.
Alright, now we're gonna need a bunch of pre-made walkways, like loads and loads of pre-made walkways. Walkway, we're gonna need a whole bunch of these straight edges. Pre-made. Flat. Flat. This is the one here.
Capture is that over there in the distance.
Let's make 20 of these, and we're gonna need probably 2 more corners.
Messengers, no, it's my capture over there in the distance. That is correct. It's not.
Yeah, there's an IKEA in your cap ship. I think I saw it in Sector 112. I hate IKEA. I hate that store.
Right, because it's just a maze.
1, it's a maze. 2, it's so boring. I go in and I walk to the first section with the couches, and I sit down, and I find a recliner, and I go to sleep until my wife calls me, and then I walk out to the car. That store is so boring. She wants to look at everything. Oh, I hate that store. I have spent so many hours in that store. I've also spent probably an equal number of hours assembling IKEA furniture.
Tables that are made from cardboard.
Pressed cardboard, but yes. Yeah, they're good. Their furniture is good for kids who are going to ruin whatever it is you give them. So having a piece of furniture that only lasts about 4 years is fine. I want to leave some space in between the end. I think I can do one more though. And that's a Swedish company, right? Not Switzerlandish? That's Swedish.
Sweden, yeah. Just like Saab used to be. I think Saab is Swedish. Or was. And they no longer make cars.
Saab doesn't make cars anymore?
No. Turns out when you hire aeronautical engineers to make cars, it gets expensive.
I can imagine.
But they're... And also they last for way too long.
There's... Yeah, I liked Saabs. There we go. I live very close to the Mall of America and the IKEA next to it. I have been to the Mall of America. That's all I can say about that, is I've been to the Mall of America. I rode the little tram, we came in the airport. I just visited for one day the Mall of America. I used to work for an airline and I got to fly for free. So I flew to Minneapolis and went to the Mall of America, and then I flew home the same day. It's pretty meh. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was just a mall. There was a roller coaster inside. It's big. There's that.
$50, $25, $50.
Alright, so now we have little lines all the way around. We've got a little bit of space here. And then we'll put the... Yep, we'll build the rest of the hangar around this. There'll be a wall with an entryway. And it'll be blocked on the inside, so you can't see the hangar really at all from the inside, is the plan. What is just flooring in the middle? Just a cuboid, huh?
I mean, normally you build the walkways the other way around, but sure.
I don't know why I'd build it the other way around.
I don't know either.
I mean, we can, let's see if there's, I had some inside corners. Maybe I do this twice. I kind of like the look of that. I have 2 of these. See, that kind of makes a stripe around the inside, which I kind of like.
Just thinking of what would be the name of these little vehicles. Because needs to be have a silly acronym in the end.
Short trip. Airport is basically across the street. Yeah, we like went. This has been a long time. We took like this escalator straight into hell that went to a little subway thing, and it was like a. There was like some sort of a tram or a streetcar or a little train, I think, that we took over to the mall. Something like that. The light rail. Yeah, I suppose it was the light rail. I need. Is it this? It was an inside corner. That's an outside. Inside. So I need one of these. Oh, the Origin Mills in LA. Yeah, that's a big mall. I've not been to that one. I've seen it though. It's kind of insanely big. I think it's bigger than Mall of America. Mall of America was the biggest mall for quite some time. No, I don't want inventory. I want this screen. I have one of these. Is this the right size? Maybe. Well, that doesn't match that corner at all. That does. It's got a double arrow on the outside, and then we'll fill the center full of something thinner. I don't know about the crime at the Mall of America. I can imagine with it being such a tourist trap that I can believe that. Oh, wrong way. Oh, come on. I need one of these guys. Which way? Dark in? Dark in. Now we have long ones which go this way. And I don't have enough of them again. What seems like a bad idea? The Mall of America? Oh, we're getting AI-driven buses soon. That does seem like a poor decision. And I'm all good for self-driving cars and things, but they really are only going to work when everything is self-driven. The moment you throw a human in there, things get screwed up. Because people make stupid decisions in general, and then an AI can't predict how a terrible driver is going to react. But if all the cars were AI, then I'd be I'd be more on board with it. But as it stands, I'm not really with it. I think the AI has progressed enough. I don't think people are ready for it. Alright, so, ouch. If I... What are these? I wonder what these are for number of... What did one of these cost as far as, like, numbers? So let's see, if we take... It says we have 1,800 objects. If we take one of these big ones out, that is 8 objects on one of those. So if I use single big plates here, it's probably a better use of... If I... What's the biggest plate I can make? It's like... So it's cubes. That's a huge cube. Where... How many does that cost me? Alright, we're at 16, 20. That only costs 4. What if I do a big 432 plate? Capital ships.
That was odd.
Single parts. I think the biggest plate is what, 432 maybe? 864 by 305.
So my game crashed.
Uh-oh.
Like, oh, whatever.
So 432 by 864 looks like to be the largest plate we can create. Which sounds big.
It's, yeah, reasonable sized.
Well, it counts as 1, and it's as large as 2 of those, so this is definitely the way to go.
That's what I played at the side with mostly.
And I can step it down a little bit, which just makes another layer, you know, another offset, which I... Alright, let's make a bunch of those. So I'm going to be able to do, for the same 4 objects, I'm going to be able to do 8 times the space. So we'll make 50 of those and see how this goes. Object is too big. I feel like there's a that which she said joke in there somewhere. Oh, imagine hackers. Yeah. That's gonna be a thing. Is hacking cars. I mean, they can already do it on a lot of cars. Perfect fit.
Technically, what they do is they just take the signal on the high-end cars list. It's the signal your key sends out for, hey, I'm here, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Like the ours just need the signal. But if you just boost the signal, just receive one and send it to the car the other end, and vice versa, you can actually get the signal from quite far away and send it to the car, and it thinks, oh, the key is inside here.
Oh yeah,
so I can
just
start the engine.
Yeah, it's just an RFID, which can be easily...
And it's fine, as long as you don't shut it down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you have the car, you can figure out what RFID it's looking for.
Oh, no, that's the thing, it's like, I think fuse memory it's called, where it's like very meant to be secure and you should not be able to just read it or something, because there's rolling code. But by the time it's gone, it's like, you know, just get a car from the scrap, get the VIN number, cut the old one on, weld the new one in, and get some new electronics, but yeah, or whatever.
AW, yes, everything will need frames, beams underneath it. But I'm not going to build the frames until I have the plating so I can use the minimum number of frames instead of just willy-nilly placing frames where I think they're needed. Put your keys in one of those little Faraday cage boxes. Yeah, so I have one of those Ridge wallets with the RFID blocking, and if I keep it in the same pocket as my keys, my car cannot recognize the key. So any sort of little RFID blocking thing would work.
I mean, I guess it's like, well, for the key track now, it's just about how strong you can transmit it. For receiving, it's how sensitive the antenna is, I guess.
Well, yeah, but once you got the RFID, the code on the tag, if you could, the fact that you can boost it.
I'm not sure it's RFID. I think it's something more sophisticated with rolling code.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because with RFID, yeah, it's like a laptop-sized device that has a massive antenna in it that could just, like, from 5 feet away read the tag.
Yep. And once you have
They
that
do
tag
that
number.
for some companies do that actually for inventory management.
Oh yeah.
As it turns out, it's easier to just, put the parts in the product and figure out in the end what you actually put in.
Yes, the RFID tags just go along, and then you can essentially figure out what's in there.
Big reader, you walk through it and just get all the numbers.
Yeah, Amazon tried to do that in a grocery store. It didn't work.
That's where they used the what was it? Some codes that the camera could detect. Wasn't that the thing?
No, everything had an RFID in it. And you pushed your entire cart through a reader, and it would just kind of add up everything in your cart. You didn't even have to take it out of the cart because it knew what was in the cart.
I mean, that sounds great.
It sounds great, yeah. It didn't work out like they thought it was going to, because people would peel the little stickers off, or they'd throw in tin foil in their carts. And all right, so there's landing pad number 1.
Just the lack of trust sometimes, man.
See, this is a good place that would be neat to put in some decaled beams, with warning and landing zone and a symbol in the center, because these are just flat plates. So if we had some interesting decals that made it look like a little shuttle bay. What do you guys think so far? Let me back up, turn the build zone off. I don't want to go so far back, it's LODing, but I'm happy with it so far. I mean, it needs walls, obviously, to be enclosed.
Let me also have a look at it.
Yeah, it's not done, obviously, but it's starting to look like a shuttle bay, though.
It does.
Right? I think it looks like it. Once I get the walls closed in, and I get the top on it. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, I want to do one of these because then I can just kind of rinse and repeat the other 5.
What do you like the way this other front part also turned out so far?
Come get me and I'll come over there. Bring me your little zoomy mech. See, this little thing would be perfect for, well, you're a nice pole. You just face planted that pole. That frame. That's funny. All right, let's see if I can land on this thing while it's in LOD. All right. All right, I'm standing on it. We could use these things to zoom around the inside of the ship. Either that or one you lay on that looks like a sled. You know, it just shoots you from one end to the other. Hold on, we're LODing. There we go. Oh, no, I like that. I totally like that.
It looks honestly better when it's in LOD sometimes.
No, I kind of like that stepped look. I'm all right with that. And if we
I
had,
couldn't avoid it.
I couldn't have. It's all I could do. Especially if there was windows, kind of along this step to make it look intentional. Not like you had to step it there, but if there were a string of windows.
That was my idea, to put windows there.
Yeah, and then just continue this. Continue this little triangle piece underneath it. Yeah, I dig that a lot.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, cafeteria or something.
Oh, I'm the inside is I'm not even thinking about that yet. That's way too much.
Yeah, it's gonna have like nice big windows and yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
No idea what you're gonna put on the inside, but something that you can have big windows in.
Well, you have to have windows because this game is so dark sometimes. If you've ever made a station, you have to either have huge open spaces or tons of windows because the lighting is just so bad.
It is one thing I'm gonna do on the Shrike at some point for the hangar, where it's like, because the ship basically stops on the top of the hangar, I was gonna plan on, you know, the little knife thingies.
Yep.
It's gonna have like windows in between them because they're one-sided. You can't really see that they're windows, but we'll let a lot of light in.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, I'm excited now. I've got something that I got to work on the top and the bottom still. Once I get those all figured out, then it's just rinse and repeat. And once you get those 6 sections done, I'll feel better once I get those 6 sections done. I got to build some more hangar corners. Unless you have more hangar corners. I don't have any more.
We do.
So I got to fill out, because now I can build the rest of this hangar hall around this. Because we're going to start hiding it.
Yeah, perfect. My game's freezing.
Oh, you just like clipped through the floor twice. And then rubber banded back.
Oh. Love how it's like, I hear it and then I see it on the screen.
Oh, there, now you're hitting. Do all of your thrusters have to be in the same zone? Absolutely not. Vega has thrusters all over his. Oh, build mode.
By the way, you do have operator for the ship.
Oh, thank you.
You don't have the controls set, but I will.
Yeah, we'll figure that. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I like that thing. You should put that on the SB creators. We need to get a clip of that thing. Somebody make a clip of him crashing.
Like Sasquatch already asked before it.
Yeah. There, I've got corners now. I got to figure out what decals I want, and then I'll have to beg Sasquatch I'll have to trade him a bunch of capital ship work. Though he's been following my my general ideas, my school of thought on framing in his capital ship, and it appears to be helping. But once again, it's just anecdotal. I need more. Now I have to build more of these things. I'm gonna need a lot of them.
Still gonna think about if we were to have a system of elevators, how it would work.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the one that does.
I'm certain this is possible.
I'm certain it is too. I would think that it's like a tube system where you spawn so yeah, you would create a small a hallway that's just larger than the.
It's an 8-corner hangar, yeah.
Well, like where you go from the front to the back. You just kind of drive into a tunnel, and the ship maintains distance from all four walls and just flings you down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then it can go as fast as it wants, as long as it's range finding, you know, all the walls. You essentially get in it and push the go button. You don't even steer. Like there's
Yeah,
no
that was my idea. You just
push the
tell
go.
it,
Yep. It spawns
I
in the right
want to go
direction.
this direction.
It spawns in the right direction, and you push go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You press the floor you want to go to. It sees on the wall a predetermined pattern, like a QR code almost. This is the floor I'm on. This means I need to fly this path.
Yeah. I'm down with it. Because this ship is long. Like, when I run out of propellant, I have to run from the front to... I'm thinking that the nav deck, the bridge, will be in that angled part in the
Isn't
nose.
the reference photo, by the way, don't have it pulled up. Isn't the reference photo the bridge somewhere in the back on the top?
I don't know. Let me bring it up. Edit. Save. See, it doesn't show anywhere obvious that there's a bridge.
Yeah.
So I was thinking not in the nose, but in that first part that slants upward steeply. Up here.
It almost looks like there's a hangar on top of that.
Yeah, like it could
Like this
squeeze.
massive air intake.
Yeah, it looks like a big air intake. I didn't make that big enough for it to be a hangar. That would be a little teeny tiny ship hangar. Like your station hoppers come out of there, and that's all.
Yeah.
So the hope here is that once I get this hangar finished, the only one, that blue boundary, the hangar, I don't know what you want to call that thing, that blue line that it generates to show you that there's a hangar. The only one of those you should see is the one that's entering and exiting the ship. So it looks like a force field or a little shield. Ideally, that's the only one you see. Because I'll have walls shortly. Coming up.
Actually, that seems bigger than the minimum possible hangar, because that's the size I was going for.
The minimum possible. Oh wow, that's little. That's essentially a rocket chair. I don't know if you would fit all the necessary components in a ship that small.
You can build a ship that small.
You can?
Yes.
That's crazy. It's gonna be tiny.
Actually, I was about to ask, do you have 8 corners of a hangar?
No, but I can make them for you. Let me stop building what I'm building, and you want 8 corners, huh? So build 5,
Yes.
6, 7, 8.
And possibly a hangar terminal.
Hangar terminal.
Or I can just yoink it from somewhere.
Yep. I'm gonna put it on over here where this hangar is. I'm just gonna stack it on the edge here. Give me a minute while it crafts.
It's the emotional support SSC.
For when you're getting the fix for. How many is that? I don't know. How many did I give you?
You gave me 8.
I gave you 8?
Yes, I have 8.
Okay. And the terminal's coming up here.
Just gonna plonk it down back here.
I mean, I still have to build like 11 more of them, so this is one. There's one underneath
that's
it.
Enough.
So there's going to be 13, at least 13 hangars.
Lucky number, isn't it?
I don't know. It depends on where you're from, I suppose. It's like most numbers are lucky somewhere.
Lucky number 3.
I thought
What is
13
it?
was unlucky.
Seat 14 in row 14 in the airplane is actually row 13.
I don't know about that, and I've been on a lot of airplanes.
Heard because of the beliefs they don't actually number row 30 because 13 is a bad luck number.
Oh, I don't think so. That's not something I've ever. Oh, I don't have any more of those because I stopped building them. Damn it.
Isn't like every aviator just a little stitious?
No, not at all.
Oh god, that SS is tiny. Hmm.
Yeah, that SSC has to be tiny. I need to let these cook for a minute.
A 348 beam does not fit end to end.
Oh, that's tiny. It's so little, like your endo fills most of it.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to make a sign where it says "Keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle."
Watch your head, low ceiling. Alright, I got the bottom part done, so I just need this length, finish that one, and then down.
Time.
And that should pop
this
into existence.
Difficult is you can't just place stuff next to it.
I mean, you could make it slightly larger.
Yes, you could.
Alright, come on.
But nah.
Oh, come on.
That's gonna be a very precarious transport solution.
Well, I think you're gonna have to make your SSC a little bit larger.
Nah.
If you just increased it by one block in each direction.
That sounds like quitter talk. Actually, that's not even that horrible of space.
It's a horrible space.
No, I mean, the ship form factor is actually decent. Like, this feels like you could fit in an entire ship.
Come on. Cook faster.
So some concessions you have to make, like, you can't have a full tier 2 generator. Actually, you can. It doesn't do anything for you because this thing's tiny and they'll require space, very little power. Still, they love the hilarity of it already.
Alright, we just need the down portion here.
Actually, do you think I do wonder, one seat or do I want a 1 seat or 2 seat?
Oh, I think just 1-seaters are fine. I wish there was a way.
2 seats.
I wish
It's more romantic.
2 seats would also work. I wish there was a way to make this give operator to everybody, so anybody could fly a ship. Granted, it's gonna get stolen. It's but that way, on a
Actually,
little
you can just not allow this ship to leave safe zone, and then it should be fine.
Right, but how do you? Can anybody just jump in it without operator? I guess.
No, you'd still have to give them operator, but at least they can't steal it.
Why is there a boundary there? No. Oh, there's one missing here. There's a corner it looks like missing there. Alright, that looks like that popped that boundary into existence, yep. So we'll have a little blue look from this side, but once I close all those sides in, you shouldn't be able to see the outside of the... Yeah, that'll be fine. There's room here for a beam if we put the plates on the outside of it. So, how do I wall this and make it look okay? So I want the wall to be right on there. So where's my big plates again?
I hope this actually works.
Let's see, where does that go? That went there. And if we... What do we put in this gap that's interesting to look at? I think I need to grate over these, so let's make ourselves some more grates here. That's capital ships, single parts. We're gonna need more grates. So I want to cover this inside here. I really can't do it the same way as I did the outside, because it's different. So let's see, we can
The
put
ship's actually gonna be a few hard points. This beam's the minimal beam segment required, generator, battery to tank, and the rest is YOLO.
It'll be fine. It's fine. Right,
Actually, no,
plate, yeah.
I'm not gonna fit for. I'm gonna have to fit 4 seats in here.
Yeah, fit some more seats in there.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, so much clicking with snapping.
Like, genuinely ridiculous.
Yeah, I expected it to be fairly ridiculous with the size of the SSC you were creating.
Just look at it.
Oh, but that puts that plate on the outside there. Let's just snap one on this side. Can't see what I'm doing. That's too high. Let's see if I can find something that fits in this space. We can put some sort of an edge on here, maybe.
Turn to Discord stream on so chat can enjoy how you can enjoy the size of this thing.
Oh wow. Yeah. You gonna put rangefinders on the corners?
No, those are maneuver thrusters.
Oh wow.
They will have to put some rangefinders probably in the middle of the edges.
That's crazy. Here, let me stream that. Discord. It looks like an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna keep the 4 seats. I mean, it will. I think the compromise is there's no turning allowed with this system.
No turning allowed.
No, otherwise it won't keep straight in the shaft.
Yeah, I think the whole thing should be automated. You're gonna do it. So all you do is get in and push a button that says go.
You get in, you select where you want to go, then
Yep.
push go.
Yep, I can see that being the only real option. It has to
No, you
be.
can't trust people to fly that precisely for those distances.
No. You can't expect me to fly precisely anywhere.
Yeah.
So if I do
The
another
next
one...
question is how would it... I guess there's some system way to actually make it know where it
Yeah.
started.
That's YOLO. You're outside of my wheelhouse there. Now what can we... Oh, I could probably put a grate or some decorative edge all the way around here.
You're still streaming my thing.
I'm just talking anyways.
Yeah.
There's a variety of decorative edges we could use to keep things interesting. To snap in here. I think this one looks like a curb, which I kind of like. Yeah, I kind of like that, and then we'll plate the walls.
Do I put the ducts on the outside or inside of the frame?
And then you should be able to see. This is the only place you'll see the actual hangar field. Alright, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do some more interesting thing with plating when I'm done, but for now, we're going to do a ton of these plates. These big plates here. We're going to craft 100 of those. My allium is just dropping so rapidly.
I'm still not sure. Yeah, I guess it's just got to be asymmetric. You just have to figure out how to fit the elevator shaft somewhere.
Well, there should be lots of space for that. I don't see that as being a... Oh, that's... But yeah, and if we put one this way, kind of line up like that, and then you don't see any of that. We'll run this curb all the way down the edge.
So, I think I know how we can encode the data.
Yeah?
Slopes.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
One side of the hangar is going to be open and it's going to have some slopes, and you can have a bunch of combinations there. And rangefinders figure out, oh, this slope combination means I'm in this part.
That sounds great. That sounds great. You're over my head. You're way... I mean, I understand...
Imagine it like a QR code.
Yeah, I understand the concept you're saying. By the different distances in the slope, you'll be able to tell where you are. It's just you're hiding numbers in the slopes. I get that.
Yeah.
But how you would write that YOLO is the part that I don't know. And I got the concept.
Hopefully just a lookup table.
Yeah, you're encoding information just in hiding some numbers, but which makes sense. But I don't know how I would do that. The part that gets me, it's not even that I don't understand YOLO, it's how to get it in 20 lines of, like, what is it? How many characters is across it? Like 80 characters?
70.
70 characters, yeah.
70. Yeah, 70.
That's what kills me.
Kind of 71, but that might just be...
It's kind of
Notepad.
71.
I think Notepad starts counting from 1, so it's actually it's 70.
Oh, I gotcha.
Thought that whenever it said 70, it's 10, but no, I realized at some point I can actually have a few more characters. One more character.
And it matters when you've only got 70 characters.
It does.
I just think there needs to be a character that you stick at the end that tells YOLO to wrap to the next line.
I mean, somewhere on some of the auction houses, there's a chip that looks like that.
Yeah?
But nah, 70 characters is fine. The only issue is you cannot make pretty code.
No, it's got to be an absolute nightmare. I just think I'd leave it open. Because now I have to move all these things.
Ever since I started playing Starbase, my code quality has been steadily declining.
That's because you're reducing all of your variables to 1 letter or 3 letters.
2. But yeah, sometimes I have to reduce it to 1.
Yeah, well, I mean,
1
that's...
under 2 strength factor. No way. Okay, it's just gonna have to be 102 strength factor then.
102 strength factor. That's not terrible. I've seen worse. Just about
Also
every
seen
ship I
better.
fly, also, yeah, well, if you've seen any of Damage's ship, then you've seen better.
Someone managed. What was it? Was it Damage that managed to make like a few 10,000 or so strength factor?
60,000. 60,000. It's absurd. That's what it is. How do I position this in the same way that is? How do I get there? We'll snap. Can we snap one more on there? We can. Now, can we snap something to this? We can, but it's not where I want it. What if we, for the sake of just ease, I just stack a whole bunch of these till I get it where I want it. One more. And then we just unstack all of the ones from the back. Yeah, that'll do, and then I can fit something in that corner.
It is.
So I'm gonna fill this all in. Let's see what I have to do this corner. I probably have to move this one over, actually.
Yeah, the worst part about Yule actually isn't even getting it to fit in the chip. The worst part is to get it to run fast.
Yeah, you mean faster than the 0.2 of a second that it gives you?
Well, you can't get faster than that, but it's at least you can get close to not take too many lines. Like, most my scripts fit within like 5. Before I use an extra chip. Why do you think the Hummingbird has 400 chips?
400 chips is insane. That's not where it's supposed to go. 400 chips is insane. Alright, that's where it needs to go. And then we'll have to figure out something for a corner.
I mean, that's just the kind of thing that happens when you have multifunction displays, because, you know, you want stuff to run fast.
Yeah, I can see that with multifunction displays.
It's very visual, very feedback based, so you need it to be fast.
Yeah,
Like with the text panel, you can get away with it, the waypoint system loading.
right.
But with grid display, to me, that's unacceptable.
Those grid displays are pretty awesome, but if they're slow or they don't work right, then they get a little weird when you get near another player.
Yes. There's no way to reset except relog, or have them look at it and look away a bunch of times.
Oh, is that what it is? There's no way to manually reset it?
No.
You can't wipe the display and then once they go
That's why I
away?
sometimes tell people, you need to look at it and look away a few times. That's the best way to reset that I found.
I don't like this wall pattern, but we're gonna get it up and then we'll break up the pattern with other stuff. But once we get it in place, I find it easier to go back and take blocks out when there's stuff nearby to snap to. But I will not leave it like this.
Yeah, this ship has a tight dynamic envelope.
A tight dynamic envelope.
You know, the stuff that needs to be cleared before or it will hit something.
What are we gonna do for this top part? That's like 1.5. Let's try a 324 and one of these. Let's try one of each of these and see what actually fits in this space. So 432 is probably it. What are these? That is that's 216. This is 324 squared. Alright, H. Well, I know I made one and that was like this size. Is that it there? Oh, that was it there. Alright, so that's that. And another 324, does that get us? That gets us right to the top there, yeah. So H, let's build ourselves another one of those. Oh, I see the issue. It hits that top. That bugger there, so that won't work actually. So if we do this across the top, I think that's the 216 by 216, which I should have none of, right? Yep. So and then we will what do we need for patchwork it in? Yeah, I'm gonna end up taking a lot of these out. See, it's too much of a grid anyways, so I will break up this grid with some other patterns and plates and things, but I like to try to get the shape done kind of first. So, and I need this top part. I need this whole top to go up 1/2 of a block as part of it too. So I have to take all these hanger pieces off and move them up one. Otherwise I'm going to block my own door, and I don't want to do that. So they need to be up there. Otherwise I have to bring a ceiling across and you're going to see it. So I want it up above this ridge here, which is going to be fun to do.
Out of this ship. That's for sure.
Oh, there's always something to undo. Always something to undo. I just want to get something done in today's stream. I mean, I've made progress for sure, but I have not gotten as far as I wanted. But this part just takes forever trying to figure out exactly how you're gonna decorate everything. I haven't even gotten to the little nitty-gritty decorating. This is still just all bulk decorating. Once I get this one done though, it'll be fairly easy to copy paste it. to all the other 5, and then it'll be like starting over again on the last of the zones. I'm slowly collecting all the materials needed for however many million thrusters this thing's going to require. It's going to require a lot of thrusters. Yeah, we got to put this up.
Still not entirely certain how it's going to navigate the entire system.
I have no idea, bud. That's your field.
It's a lot easier than building a cap ship.
I don't know about that. I find this part a heck of a lot easier. The cap ship part, I can get my head
It's
wrapped
more
around.
familiar tools, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, it's certainly different. I can get my head around everything in a cap ship. When it comes to the SSC, I'll leave it to you guys. I'd love Kai to take the frame override off your ship so I could fix it. To see if I could fix it.
I guarantee you can't.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You don't need the override to fix it. Or you don't need the override for it. Yes, exactly that way. Because it can still have fixed frame and the override.
It's still, so yours still shows that there's a frame error, like on your fast travel thing screen?
Yes, because there is one.
Gotcha. So if I were to get rid of that, then it would go away.
It would go away if you got rid of it, yes.
See, I think
the bypass just ignores that there's an error.
Yeah, so I think I could do it. And it might be a fun project if you'd let me. Because I can't break anything. Because it's already got the bypass on it.
Can't make it worse. Yeah, that is for sure.
Alright, now are we back to having a... Yes, now we're back to having a proper field here.
Somehow that it's actually a fixable error.
I think it is
But you
fixable.
can try.
I think I can. I mean, I'm looking forward. I want to see Sasquatches again. After he's messed with it. Because we made huge leaps in progress on his. Oh, I was so close. Why won't you let me put it in front of it?
Well, the question is, does that have to involve you changing anything about the shell?
I mean, other than just to expose the frame. No, it shouldn't be anything to do with the shell at all. Other than just taking off pieces to expose the frames, but that's it.
Okay.
Oh, it's still too tall. That's why that piece is still too tall. Oh, that's not the right spot.
I'm still 80% sure it's because I've been an idiot.
Well, I mean, that's like a huge. That's just a descriptor of my life.
The warp stuff that caused it to break, but it might not be.
Who knows? But I'm willing to take a look at it. Because the one time I did look at it, I was like, holy shit, this is a mess.
It is a mess.
You've got beams everywhere.
I still guarantee you can't fix it while keeping the shape.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm pretty sure we can. I'm almost positive I can. Alright, so if I put a ceiling across there, we need... There's no like 600 bit thing, is there? There's 432 by 864. 324 by 864. What does this one do? So that's a double one this way. So that's a lot more efficient space. use-wise. Which one was that? This one. Once I figure out this wall, we can then mimic it on the other side. And then we can do the ceiling and the floor. You got 1.7 tacks of targium. Woo! I've never used that in anything, so while I know it's supposed to be, you know, the best alloy there is at this point, I don't know what I would use it for.
No, that's thallium.
But yeah, well, targium is how you get thallium, isn't it?
Yes. Well, it's getting late.
Is it? I don't know. You're 6
Yes.
hours ahead of me or something. 6, I think. It would be
10.
30? 10:36? Something like that.
10:26, but yeah.
Yeah, 10:26.
So, but
Oh, we're snapping him on the back here. It's not that late. Come on. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and got up at 7. Alright, we got a wall. It does not look great. Not gonna lie. So we're gonna work in some other goodness into this wall. We're gonna flip some of these around. I'm gonna take out this entire row and put it in the other way. See if we can get a little better appearance here. Oh, stop. I hate when it stacks them in, not in the, like you try to drag it and it drags it in the wrong plane. See, this is where I think decals would come in handy. We could do some interesting signage and decals on the wall. But we're gonna end up doing like some maintenance hatches and things like that. So we're gonna do the same thing to this row. Put it up, take it down, put it up, take it down. Turn these around, probably like that. Oh, you did it again. There we go. Well, that's better already, but we still need some other. There's one that has an X on it. Is it an X? It's just a line. And that's 432 by 432, which is the perfect shape. I'm gonna turn it backwards. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more here. And then we're gonna come over a few, 1, 2, 3, 4. On this 5th one, we're gonna do the same thing. Kind of makes it look boxed in. I only have 4. I need more than 4. I'm gonna need 5 more than that at least. Alright, that's definitely more interesting. Now, see if I had a big decal, we could put like hanger 01 here or something. You know, something a little more interesting than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it on this 5th one as well. 3, and how many do I need total? 8, right? Nope, 6 each. I just need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, I mean, these could be pretty interesting with decaling because I'm using these plates on the walls. If only we knew somebody that did decals. If only, I feel like these should go the other way. I feel like I need to do this differently. I need to do these ones. And we need to turn this plate 90 degrees. And put these back in. Now I'm kind of interested. Oh, Vega left. I'm going to take a look at his cap ship. Because I think he said I could look at it. His cap ship is a really crazy shape, which I can see why. I can see why he struggled with the frame. His ship is just a crazy, crazy shape, and trying to frame it would just be very hard. See, I don't. Okay, I think we're getting close. That's not unattractive. Though it's not centered. But then again, I don't, as long as it's symmetrical left to right, because it's there's one more. Oh, I guess I could fix it. I see a way to fix it. I see a way. I need to move this over one more, so take these out. This is the part that's frustrating, but is also the most rewarding when it's done. So if we get this like this, and then we fill this back in. There we go. And then we do that, and then we're gonna move these guys over and just fill solid ones in the center. I don't have to turn it. If I grab one of these, they'll be oriented the right direction. And then we should be able to just drag them up. Yep, and then we're gonna grab this one. And if I can snap it on the edge and drag it down. Yeah, I don't dislike that. I actually think I'm going to turn these over though. Yeah, those wings on his, the framing underneath them is pretty nuts. It makes the ship look cool. No question. It is a very neat looking ship. But the framing underneath, I think he just did whatever it took framing wise to make the pink boxes go away, and not really any consideration into how the frame affects devices and things. Which just isn't, I don't think is common knowledge that how important the framing is. And I would assume because there's no white papers or anything on it. See, I don't dislike that. Now if we work on some... Well, I mean, that would be my first impression too. Yeah, see if I put... I still think it's fixable. I do. Um, I think he got really, really frustrated because it's really, really frustrating. And currently, Frozen Byte's solution is to why can't I snap you in certain places? You want to be right there. Well, let's make a few of you. Because I think we're gonna... That's not what I wanted to do, but... I don't... Oh, there it snapped to something. There, it snapped. I really only want these two. Can I snap them to the bottom of that one? Needs to be over. You kind of wish he hadn't, what? I think Vegas said that he did it to yours, did it? I think yours is 100% fixable. I think you're on the way to fixing it. Once we kind of narrowed down what the problem was, I don't think it's a big issue. It's already 100% fixed? Good. So there's a little gap here and it's not up here for whatever reason. And it doesn't want to put it there. Alright, so we'll do a gap a different way. You still have random disconnects though. Well, yeah, I think we can fix those though. I think we can fix the random disconnects. I think that's 100% a framing issue. Or something's switching. Well, you've got all blue check marks. Yeah. He said the bypass was if the framing wasn't valid, then the bypass, even though you have the bypass, it would show it as an invalid frame, but it would just let you jump. So in applying the fix, you didn't go for all low frame count. I don't think it's necessarily about getting the lowest frame count. It's getting what I'm going to call the cleanest frame you can. I like that. I don't like its placement. I'm just trying to make it look like there's some access hatches and those sorts of things. But it's not... son of a bitch. It's not aligned quite right. It needs to be up or down. What does that look like? See, that looks better. That looks better. And what about, like, well, on the connection between zones, you end up in places where there's no green line, but I think that was a bunch of my problems. In between the zones. Well, yeah, the lines will not cross zone boundaries for whatever reason. Oh, come on. It's always one short. Whatever you want. There's just always... You gotta build one more. I kind of like that, but I kind of want it to go all the way up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make... What if I take this one off and we do it... Oh my... The grates are the worst because you can click through the grates. I had 4 or 5 places where the beams crossed and I made them non-switchable. Sure, Jungle. Yours is a little different though, because yours has no everything on yours is in a straight line. Yeah, I kind of like that, but I want to go. I feel like I want to go all the way up with it. Or do I just want to put them every... Do I put a gap in them? I think I'm going to go all the way up with them. So we're going to need a bunch of this. Because I like the way it breaks this wall up. We'll do some paint difference too if we can get the paint. It'll all be black and gray because the other colors are fairly awful. But we can unpaint some of these. Paint some of them gray, paint some of them black. You might build cap ship number 4 at some point. Your cap ships are already huge. Like they're obscenely large. This one we're gonna need probably 20 of these at least. Let's see if we can stack these on top of them. There we go. We're gonna go all the way up to there, I think. And then come back down, see if I have enough. Nope, I need another 5 or so. Alright, how many of these I got? 3, not enough. Let's create another 10 of those. Up we go. And then we're going to follow these up. Only a few minutes. I didn't get a chance to watch it all yet. What I did see is kind of amazing though, so a little bit jealous. That's a level of creativity I don't have. Yeah, I think that breaks that wall up nicely. I might continue, flip these over and go, well, I don't know what the ceiling's gonna look like yet, so. And then we're gonna do something real simple up the middle here, just between these two. What about just a column? And it stops just at the top here. And then we need something that's like a... I like that, but it just ends. There's no finality to it there. I don't dislike that either. Let's do something like this though. Oh, I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. So these aren't centered the same as those. Let's put those back. I think that's how that's gonna be. Not disappointed with that. You need an automated mining ship. Yeah, I used to have one that did all the work for you. It's a lot of empty space and small rocks. Oh yeah, that's definitely the automated ship type. Is there no planet you can surface mine instead? Alright, so I like that. There's still some spots. I think this... I'm gonna flip these over. Maybe I don't... I think the top ones are all gonna get flipped over. That's all there is to it. All these are gonna go smooth. They're screwing me up. They're screwing me up. Now we're gonna turn one of you this way. There. You think Targium is just Kumi and Alstel and only in the belts. That's a bummer. Surface mining is so much more suited to AFKing. Oh no, I don't need... Do I need this top part? Yeah, I guess I do. Because the ceiling will... We're gonna put the ceiling... See, I don't think I can fit one of these in there. Right? We've already discussed I can't fit. It's in front though, it's not. Chemosh, it says. On the surface? Or in the belt? Ah, stupid. Oh, good chunk. Ceiling's gonna be right here anyways. I don't need that one. And these could all be smaller, but I don't think they hurt anything by being that size anyways. Ceiling's gonna be like that. Like that. And then you won't see the top part of the hangar force field. The only part of the hangar force field I want to see is the door. Everything else I want to be covered. That's not going to work there. I'm sideways. So like that. Did I move that belt? Is that that hanger piece in the right place, or do I need to move it out one? It's like right on the edge of the... It seems about right. I need to fill these in. Alright, we got that filled in. And then that's just solid to the floor. We've got that little curb over there. Those are going to go all the way to the ceiling. These are going to go all the way to the ceiling. Yeah, I think we're just going to continue this pillar all the way up, I think. And then we'll do another little... I might just box in this. Yeah, likely something like that, and then we'll mimic that on this side. No, we're not going up with those. We're gonna go... Let's just make this all smooth for now. And then this, it's gonna go all the way up till it wherever hits the ceiling. And then these are gonna come up. Oh, I don't have any more of these. That's the only one. Always something. 5 more. I'm trying not to build 1,000,000 of everything and have it in my inventory for no reason. Only got 1 of those. I'm gonna need like 10 of these. Of course. I'm gonna end up using more of these because if I mimic the same thing on the opposite side. Yeah, we need something in this space, but I'm not sure yet what that is. We're gonna do this across. Hopefully this ends at a convenient point. Nope, not gonna be a convenient point. Try and find something to terminate this. Yeah, that's not bad. I still need something in these areas, but we're getting there. We're getting there, we're getting there. All right, I'm gonna mimic this on this side here. And I think we'll call it at that point. Alright, I don't know where I positioned these. Shimosh says belts on all 3. Well, that's kind of a bummer, isn't it? I didn't start this at the bottom like a smart person. So how far is it though? Is it a specific distance? Yeah, I suppose. So we should be able to use that as a indicator of how far down to go. Up, I suppose. How far up to go. And then we'll figure out where that is laterally. Just by trial and error. So let's see, we're gonna snap you there. That goes there. And then it's 1, 2. Oh, I don't know if they're inside. Oh, this way. I think they're on the outside. I think it needs moved over a bit. I'm gonna say something like that. Something like that. There. And then that thing is inside now. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Alright, now we're gonna need a bunch more of each of these. We're gonna need at least 20 of those. At least 20 of those. Probably more than that of those. We're gonna mimic it on the other side so they'll all get used. I gotta get out to more moons. I just haven't been to... The only moon I've been to is Sudi. The one that looks like a meatball. And it was good, but I needed Lucium, so that's why I went out there. And it was nice to find Lucium, but I also found it on Elysium mixed with Yimrium, Zalium, and Quotonium all in the same spot. And that is far more efficient than just getting Lucium. So I'm gonna milk that crater as long as I can. Alright. Look at that. Oh yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is take these panels out and I'm just gonna stretch everything up to fill that better. I think that's the smartest idea. Don't have these stop here. We're gonna have them go to the top. As far as we can anyways. I think there's a funny... Oh yeah, see they don't go quite like I want them to go. We go one more for sure though. Unless we just, I think we should go there. Alright, and then there'll be a connector in the middle somewhere. There'll be one half block someplace. I'll bolt some chips to you later tonight. Awesome. Yeah, I'd like to see the other moons. That doesn't look like it's in the right spot. It's not. Damn it. Thank you, Dirty. I appreciate it. Because it's either that or I buy chips. Because I want to get out there, but I'm not flying for a week to do it. What did I do? These need to be the other way. Oh gosh, damn it. Alright, AW, you have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Can I fill these this way then? They're all flat, so you shouldn't see anything different. I screwed something up there though. Screwed the pooch on that one. There we go. Was there bats in the channel today? Huh. Just one big hairy one. Alright, now we continue these guys up. Hopefully. Well, that's not what I want, but I can fix that. I can fix that. We have the technology. Bats in the belfry then. Oh, it's good. This plating's getting a little more creative as we go. I'm out of those. Come on. Never-ending crafting. This is a crafting simulator. Minecraft crafting simulator. Alright, now I need a plate to fill that gap. Let's see. We'll go around this side and see what we need. Oh, that doesn't look horrible. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yep, it's that one. Like that. And then what do we need over here? Probably the same thing. Ah, 2 easy fixes. You won't see this side either. We'll have to put an outside on it. I might just use ship plating modules for the outside. You can't see it unless you fly in between those things. There's no reason to decorate it. We'll just use some thin modules. Oh, see, that's better. That looks like it's full. So if I do the same thing here, move these up, and then that wall doesn't look so boring. I know it's stupid little stuff, but I really do want this to be nice. If I'm gonna go through all this effort, I might as well go through all the effort. I'll see, and this one looks like it'll be easier. Just the way the plates are aligned. So I should be able to just, yep, pop these straight up. Yep. Now we grab some of these. Come on, fill the gap. Okay. We're gonna turn these around. Snap these in place. Then there should be two that get sideways. We're close. Oh, nope, those are backwards. This way. Alright, let's take a look back. I don't dislike this floor. See, no, that's right. That's right. I don't dislike this. This is busy enough, and it'll give me some place that we can do some decaling. Like I could put a big 0 and a 1 maybe? I don't know. I don't know how plating works, but I think that's busy enough, but it's not overly busy. Does that make sense? It's got several textures and plates, and I'm fairly happy with that. Lots of room for improvement, but it's also not terrible. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and we'll do the ceiling's probably not gonna have much. It might just be flat. We'll have to figure that out. But I don't dislike that wall. I know it took a lot of time, and today's probably not terribly exciting. But I'm happy with what we did here with the hangar. And now that the blue force field's up, it looks nice. We'll put some lights in there. That's the only thing that's in this entire zone, so I can theoretically put 50 lights in there. Yeah, so we're trying to do something that's a little more creative than is comfortable for me. But if I copy this whole thing down here again, but upside down, so the bottom's going to be a little different, just because the shape is different. But no, I guess we could do the exact same thing. Yeah, we just copy this exact same thing down here, and then we plate the outsides. There's going to be big hollow places in it. That's just inevitable, but I think it looks great. And I might just invert it so when you fly in this one, it's technically upside down. Like the terminal would be upside down here. So they're kind of sandwiched back to back, I think is the way it's going to work. I think that's the way it's going to look the best. But I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you guys for visiting today. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. I got some yard work I need to do. So I got to go be an adult. But until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. You guys take care. Take it easy. Don't work too hard, and have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow. See ya.